We start off with one of the 5 Nick-10 teams that made the playoff field, the Belvidere North Blue Thunder. And Scott, the Blue Thunder have a history of playoff action, but they also have a history of playoff heartbreak.
Do they ever? They have had more tough breaks in the opening round in the playoffs than any team in the area, and I think I've been there for all of them. 2017 was the last time a Belvidere North team made it past the first round. Well, tonight, they were home trying to turn their luck around against Chicago Amundsen. It's the Gillies Heating and Air Conditioning Game of the Week. Amundsen competes in the Chicago Public League. Joe Brown right there in the mask has been plagued by an injury this season. Played in the first half, scored a touchdown, and had an interception, but he re-aggravated the injury and sat out the second half. Early in the third quarter, North in control. Nico Bertolino in control. He strolls in for a 17-yard touchdown. Then kicker Alan Perez, also the soccer guy, does his thing. He adds the extra point. Belvidere North's defense was balling out tonight. Logan Noel, coming up from his linebacker spot, gets a sack on Elmer Gaka. Then Gaka, the QB, can't handle the snap, and Zach Thompson's eyes got real wide. He flies up the D-line and gets Gaka by the ankle for the sack. Coach Beck says, hey, let's keep this going, D. And they did. Eric Roman says, I've got this one, Coach. It's another sack for Roman. Loving that North D tonight. Going to take a break now from the defense because I need me some more Nico Bertolino action. Check out this run by 17. Makes a guy miss, another guy miss, third guy miss, fourth guy gets him, but not until he's in for the touchdown. But it was called back by a holding penalty. I don't know who was more bummed, Nico or I. North would pick up more points early in the fourth quarter. Fullback Trent Dinsmore with a blue-collar TD run. He was a little hobbled on the play, but nothing serious. The Blue Thunder led 30-0 before Amundsen lit it up in garbage time. Belvidere North won this one 38-20. Our Nick 10 analyst, Tim Bailey, is here after attending that game at North. Now, this was a real good start for the postseason for the Blue Thunder. Let's begin with the offensive side. We've known that the Blue Thunder have a lot of weapons, and I think we saw them all tonight, including, finally, Joe Brown for a while.
Yeah, it was good to see Brown back out there on the field. I mean, he gives that offense another gear. You saw it tonight. In the first half, he scored on the actual first drive. I'm like, okay, he's back. He's going to do some really good things, and then he leaves in the actual second quarter, I believe, with an injury. It looked like he gimped off the field. But their running game overall really played phenomenal. They did well on offense. Bertolino did just an awesome job tonight, really getting to that second level and using that gear that he has.
Now let's focus on North's defense. Yeah, they gave up 20 points, but it was in garbage time. But for 3+ quarters, it looked pretty good, right? It
did. Their defense, all 11 hats, flowing to the ball. I mean, the team that they played, they're no slouch. I mean, they played really well. They tried to, move the ball against the Belvidere North defense. But as you see here in the film, I mean, you always had 11 guys to the ball, and that defensive coordinator tonight has to be giving his defense thumbs up because they really, really played a phenomenal job tonight on the defensive side of the ball.
Are you one of those guys who believes defense is what wins championships or wins playoff games anyway?
I'm an offensive guy. Defense can win championships, but as it relates to the actual offense has to put points on the board.